You're listening to the audio production of Understanding Worship, Biblical Foundations for Delighting in and Feasting on God, by Sam Storms. Published by Zondervan, and read by Adam Verner. Dedicated to my favorite worship leaders with profound gratitude for the many ways each of you has awakened me to the greatness and glory of God. Daniel Breimer, David Breimer, Judah Dawkins, Chris Dupre, Charity Gale, Abigail Ginsterblum, Stephanie Gretzinger, Kent Henry, Dennis Jernigan, Chloe Mack, Jeremy Riddle, Phil Wickham. Introduction. Worship is feasting on God, so come hungry. I suspect that the title to this introduction strikes many of you as inordinately odd, perhaps even a bit irreverent. Worship is feasting on God? Really? So to make sense of this, let's begin with the question, why do you worship? What is your motivation in investing so much time and making such great sacrifices to expend your energy in the praise of God? Some of you immediately know the answer to that question, and it strikes you as silly that I should even dare to ask it. Others of you, quite honestly, are more than a little unsure. You're confused and don't fully understand your motives. Perhaps you worship from a sense of duty. You tell yourself worshiping God is like studying the Bible and praying and witnessing. God commanded it, so here I am reporting for duty. I don't know if I really like it all that much, but being willing to obey God even when I don't feel like it is what being a Christian is all about, right? Whenever I hear someone say something like that, a fascinating verse in the book of Deuteronomy comes to mind. Because you did not serve the Lord your God with joyfulness and gladness of heart, because of the abundance of all things, therefore you shall serve your enemies, whom the Lord will send against you. Chapter 28, verses 47 through 48. I always responded to that verse, wait a minute, Lord, isn't it enough just to serve and obey you? No, says God, it is because they didn't serve me with joyfulness and gladness of heart that I will discipline them. This passage in Deuteronomy chapter 28, along with scores of others in both the Old and New Testaments, alerts me to the fact that why we do something for God is absolutely fundamental in determining whether what we do is good, pleasing, and glorifying to our Heavenly Father. Now, let's apply this to worship. This may initially sound strange, but consider this proposition. If you come to worship for any reason other than the joy, pleasure, and satisfaction that are to be found in God, you dishonor Him. This means worship is principally a feasting on all that God is for us in Jesus. This is because, as John Piper has so often said, God is most glorified in you when you are most satisfied in Him. Or again, you are His pleasure when He is your treasure. Which is to say that God's greatest delight in you is your delight in Him. I want you to consider that you and I must come to worship hungry. We must not come with hands or hearts full of goodies and gifts, thinking that worship is fundamentally where we serve and feed God. God is not in need of us. We are desperately in need of Him. Don't come to God with your well-ordered life, serving up your best efforts to feed God as if He were hungry. Come with open hands, an empty belly, and a hungry heart. Let Him honor Himself by filling you. If you've ever wondered if God can be sarcastic, consider this claim. For every beast of the forest is mine, the cattle on 1,000 hills. I know all the birds of the hills, and all that moves in the field is mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for the world and its fullness are mine. Psalm 50, verses 10 through 12. This sentiment was echoed by Paul in his sermon on Mars Hill. The God who made the world and everything in it, being Lord of heaven and earth, does not live in temples made by man, nor is He served by human hands as though He needed anything, since He Himself gives to all mankind life and breath and everything.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?